In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 17, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. NC State versus Creighton. Neither team won their conference, but both the number 11 seed NC State Wolfpack and number 6 seed Creighton Blue Jays had fantastic seasons that earned them March Madness bids. Now, they will collide trying to keep their season alive. These schools are in the South region and get to spend their first weekend in Denver, Colorado. The Blue Jays had a rough time against a very good Xavier team in their last outing, shooting a tepid 37.5% from the field with a 45-28 rebounding deficit in the loss. Creighton had been on a good scoring run prior to that, however, with 84 or more points in 3 straight games. As for NC State, they had a tough draw against Clemson in their last game as well. The Wolfpack are just 1-3 in their last 4 outings, but they've played some stout opponents during that time. In a couple of interesting stats, Creighton ranks 78th in the nation in 3-point field goal percentage, while NC State ranks 78th in 3-point opponent field goal percentage. The Blue Jays like to jack up 3-pointers, and while the Wolfpack will play good perimeter defense that will open up the paint for Kalkbrenner, who will have another solid scoring game and help his team get it done on the glass. The leading scorer for NC State and Smith has really struggled to shoot the pill in his last 3 games, and I look for that to continue facing a Creighton team that has a lot of size on the perimeter. Creighton is a more balanced team and a better rebounding one. NC State plays at a high tempo, finishing the season 91st in adjusted tempo per Ken Palm, while Creighton was a bit slower at 151. With those paces, this game should have a good amount of speed to it. Both offenses are also top 40 in the nation this season in adjusted offensive efficiency and top 60 in points per game. Either side is capable of scoring with the best of them. While Creighton's defense is really tough, they haven't been lately, which is why 4 of their last 5 games have finished over the total. They've coughed up at least 70 points in 5 of their last 6, despite allowing fewer than that on average all season. Expect this game to be high scoring and take the over. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Iona versus Connecticut. The Iona Gales will take on the Connecticut Huskies in the first round of the NCAA tournament on Friday. 13th seed Iona defeated Marist in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Tournament Championship on March 11th. The Gales, who also claimed the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference regular season title, have won 14 consecutive games. 4th seed UConn lost to Marquette in the Big East Tournament semifinals on March 10th. The Huskies finished 4th in the regular season standings with a 13-7 conference record. They're 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games. The Gales of Iona, led by legendary head coach Rick Pitino, is back in the NCAA tournament. They'll be playing at MVP Arena in Albany, New York too, which is just about 2.5 hours away from campus. Of course, it's actually a half hour shorter for UConn fans to make their way from Stores to the capital city. This should be a very entertaining game with a lively crowd. The Gales use defense to clamp down on Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference tournament foes, holding the opposition to an average of just 56 points per game. The under easily cashed in those 3 games, while covering at a 2-1 against the spread clip. In fact, Iona is 10-3 against the spread in the past 13 games overall. Its non-conference schedule was not terribly challenging, but Iona did face 2 teams in the NCAA tournament field. It topped Vermont 71-50 to easily cover a 2.5-point spread as the under hit, while dropping Princeton 70-64, just missing out on covering a 7-point number, again as the under cashed. There are a lot of people touting UConn as a potential sleeper team, and even one with the potential to reach the Final Four. I'm not seeing it. This is a good team, but not a great one. It lost to Marquette in the semis of the Big East tournament, snapping a 6-game win streak and a 5-0 against the spread run. We did see UConn top Alabama, the number 1 overall seed earlier in the season, as well as wins against Iowa State in non-conference games against a team that made the NCAA tournament field. However, it was a little sloppy at times in Big East play, losing back-to-back road games against Xavier, and Providence around the new year, and it lost to Marquette and Seton Hall on the road in January, too. It had issues winning off campus, and I don't see UConn stay being long. As far as this game, Rick Pitino will have his defense ready, as the Gales will keep things very close. So the Iona Gales to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The under is 5-1 in the Gales' last 6 games following a straight-up win of more than 20 points and 4-0 in their last 4 neutral site games. The under is also 4-0 in the Huskies' last 4 overall. The Huskies are 210th in schedule-adjusted tempo, averaging 66.7 possessions per game. If they struggle from distance against the Gales and don't own a significant advantage on the boards, this could turn into a lower score game than expected. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Providence versus Kentucky. The Providence Friars and the Kentucky Wildcats meet Friday in NCAA tournament first-round action from Greensboro Coliseum. Providence is currently 21-11 on the year. The Friars lost to UConn in their Big East tournament game last week. As for Kentucky, they're sitting at 21-11 as well following a loss to Vanderbilt last Friday. The Providence Friars and the Kentucky Wildcats will meet on Friday in Greensboro for the first round of the NCAA tournament. Providence is 21-11 on the season and snuck into the big dance as one of the last at-large teams to make the field. They have some great wins this season but are limping into the tournament, losing 4 out of their last 5 games. 3 of those losses came to Xavier and UConn, so I believe this team will get back to where they were earlier this season. The Friars are underseeded after a good season, and they should cover the spread in this game. Kentucky quickly moved from the bubble to a number 6 seed in the tourney after finishing the season 12-6 in Southeastern Conference play. They are a trendy pick to make a run this March, but they have lost 2 out of their last 3 games, which both came to Vanderbilt. Providence has the offense and the offensive rebounding ability to stay with Kentucky here and cover the spread. Many people doubted Ed Cooley last tournament, and they made it to the second weekend. Providence has proven they can beat good teams with wins over Marquette, UConn, and Creighton, but they will need to play well on a neutral site on Friday. The Friars are ranked number 16 in offensive adjusted efficiency and can win this game if they limit Kentucky's offensive rebounding. So the Providence Friars to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Providence Friars and the Kentucky Wildcats will face off on Friday for the first round of the NCAA tournament. Providence finished the season on a skid and were seeded number 11 after a good season and a middle-of-the-pack finish in the Big East Conference. The 11 versus 6 matchup has been one that creates upsets frequently, so we should see a great finishing in this one. Both teams' offensive efficiency is ranked highly according to Ken Palm. Providence's offense is ranked number 16 in adjusted efficiency and number 16 in offensive rebounding percentage. Kentucky's offense is ranked number 14 in adjusted efficiency and number 2 in offensive rebounding percentage. Both teams' ability to offensive rebound will give great opportunity for second chance points and easy buckets after misses. The total has gone over in 62.5% of their games this season, and I expect that trend to continue here. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.